Good morning, Cubs fans, and welcome back to another episode of Cubs Daily. My name is Steven Ryan. What an excellent, convincing victory yesterday against the Sacramento Athletics. And the Cubs dropped 18 runs on them. Offensive beauty. I love those kind of games, especially when they start at 9 o'clock at night. I can go to sleep around 11, be like, yep, we're good. Cubs taking care of business. But before we get into all that again, thanks to everyone who has tuned into the videos. You guys have liked the videos, subscribed to the channel, you've commented down below. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and let's keep that train rocking and rolling. And comment down below your thoughts of last night's offensive explosion. The bullpen couldn't blow that game, right? So, either way, Cubs poured in 18 runs on the Athletics, and they did it in a bevy of ways, right? There was the long ball, there was some good time hitting, good singles with runners in scoring positions, the whole nine. That's the way you like to see it. Generally speaking, when a team drops 18 runs on another team, it's usually a pretty balanced offensive attack, but when I was going through the scroll chart last night, man, it was a beautiful balanced attack, right? Like I saw Dansby had a double. I know Dansby homered in the first inning as well. Kyle Tucker was 4 of 7. 4 of 7, added a home run at the end of the game to put the finishing touches on that one. Pete Crow Armstrong drove one in. Carson Kelly had a historic night. So it was just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful thing to see. A lot of positives to take from last night as well. I know, ladies and gentlemen, the Athletics are better than normal. I'd say that. They're definitely better than they were last year, but the Cubs are a better team. The Cubs need to absolutely take advantage of them in this situation, and they did just that, which I'm incredibly proud of. So, excited to see this offense continue to roll. The offense has been playing really well, I'd say. I know there was that one game in Arizona where they dropped 1 run, but getting 4 or 5 runs in each game, generally speaking, is going to get you to a lot of success at the big league level. Trust me. So, if the offense keeps wanting to play like this, they want to keep dropping 6, 7, 8 runs, I am all for that. Let's talk about our main man, Carson Kelly, and his absolutely historic night. Carson Kelly, ladies and gentlemen, hit for the cycle. And when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh my God, he hit for the cycle. Yes, the cycle. Do you guys know when the last time the Cubs hit for a cycle? It was 32 years ago. And by the name of a gentleman by the name of Mark Grace, who's been one of the best hitters in the Cubs organizations of all time. So that is pretty rare company. Cycles don't happen a lot, ladies and gentlemen, and it felt like it never happened for the Cubs. The last time it happened, I was literally 2 years old, which is crazy to think about. So congratulations to Carson Kelly leading us on this offensive charge. Absolutely awesome to see. And again, when the offense is completely rolling, it's something like stuff like this happens, right? The cycle happens. So excited for Carson Kelly. He's probably going to get the night off tonight and let Miguel Amaya go because Carson Kelly's more of our every third day catcher. But I'm excited as a Cub fan if that's where that's going to be going every 3 days. The offense is just going to be rolling, right? So excellent to see there on that front. Now, let's continue on and talk about our main man, Ben Brown, who, yeah, the counting line, necessarily didn't look the best, ladies and gentlemen, I would say. But I will say this. He had some great swing and miss stuff. Like, the stuff is there. Last year was supposed to be his first full big year with us at the club, but obviously he had a neck injury, and that really just kind of tampered things. So he's kind of working his way back. He's re-ramping up for a full, long season of action. But I think he's going to be okay. He gave up 3 runs, gave up a couple walks, still got us through 5 innings, which is all you can ask for from our young starter these days. And his swing and miss stuff was right there and on point, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the part that excites me the most. It's the swing and miss. It's him getting the ball, painting the corners, getting himself in good, constant situations, leverage situations where he has the advantage and he can drop that big-time curveball. Which, if you guys did see the graphic last night on Marquee, his swing and miss on the curveball, or his strikeout rate on the curveball, is at like 51%. It was up there with the likes of Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell, which is absolutely incredible to think about because those are 2 of the premier pitchers in all of baseball. So I have high hopes for Ben Brown. He's currently slotted as our 5th starter. I think eventually down the road, he's going to be a number 2 or number 3 in a big-time playoff rotation for us. That's just how good this kid's stuff is. Throws 95, has that big hook, big dive on that curveball. Really, really exciting stuff from Ben Brown in this situation, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited to see him go again. But the best part about Ben Brown going is that means in the next start, the top of the rotation comes back. And we got game 2 going tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in Sacramento once again. It's going to be Justin Steele versus Luis Severino. Severino did not get a result in his last game. He had 0 runs allowed at all. Justin Steele looked a lot better in his last start, but also we supported him with a lot of runs. Hopefully that same merit comes tonight. I'd be curious to see how it goes, but we have to remember that Luis Severino is a very, very good player. And I don't think it's him, but he's one of the more expensive contracts that the A's have ever signed in their history. So he's a big-time piece for them. He's their ace. He's their frontline starter. Every team's ace is tough, regardless of what team you're facing. If you're facing the Pirates and you're facing their ace, it's Paul Skeens. Facing the Marlins, you're facing their ace, it's Sandy Alcantara. So, like, every team has an ace. Every team has pretty much a good ace. The A's have Luis Severino, who was a big-time contributor to that Mets playoff run last year, where they got to nearly the World Series and pushed the Dodgers to 6 games. So, I do expect a similar lineup tonight. I do expect Miguel Amaya to be back in the fold. I know Gage Workman got a little work late last night. He might get subbed in today because I think Nico Horner's been in the last 2 games, and I know Nico had to make a couple of tough throws yesterday, so I know they're gonna want to watch that elbow for him. So maybe Gage Workman gets in and he plays a little bit of second base, but I know they're probably going to want to throw as many left-handed bats as possible at Mr. Severino, but I would imagine that the lineup would kind of go like this a little bit, same as last night. But we're gonna go Ian Happ 1, Kyle Tucker 2, Seiya 3, Michael Busch 4, Dansby 5. Depending on what they do with Nico, they'll move Pete Crow Armstrong up to 6. Again, another left-handed bat does more damage. Maybe Gage Workman 7, Matt Shaw 8, and Miguel Amaya 9. I'm not 100% sure the lineups will be coming out here in a few hours from when you guys see this video, but that's kind of what I'm thinking in my head for the lineup tonight. Now, another thing I do want to be cautious and wary of is, hey, we just dropped 18 runs. We might have to figure out a way to... They're going to give us everything tonight, They definitely do not want to get embarrassed like that again, like they did on their home opener, because that was brutal, right? Like, I mean, again, I don't really consider it a home opener. The A's decided to relocate there and do all that other stuff, but 18 runs is 18 runs, and if the Cubs are going to take free bases, take the free bases, right? So hopefully the Cubs can have another great offensive night tonight. I'm not expecting 18 runs, but 5, 6, 7, or 8, I think that's really going to, lead to a lot of success for this Cubs team, regardless of how up and down their bullpen may be. So Justin Steele versus Luis Severino tonight. Guys, I'll hit you guys tomorrow in the morning with the next one.